the companies that charge higher rates, there's a possibility they honestly pay claims because they are offering quality. What do you think about that? Is it true?
Well, it's an open theory, if I may say, because you'll actually find a company taking a business at 3%, will actually settle a claim.
Having in mind that you are an Aki Award winner, and as an agent, according to you, the decisions you make as an agent, do you prefer giving, is it about quality or quantity? And when I talk about quantity, we've talked about tier 1 companies.
Okay.
There is a company that will give one given product. For example, let's talk about Motor Private.
Yes, yes.
There is one company that will charge you 5%, and there is another that will charge you 4%. Our viewers or our clients would want to understand why you as an agent, would you prefer to give the client the 5% rate or the 3%, and why?
Thank you for that question. I want to make it clear to our viewers that by way of business, no insurance company wants to give poor customer service to their customers. All of them, you might find their visions, you might find their missions is to provide superior customer service to all their customers, to people who work it, to people who subscribe to their services. Like I mentioned before, the rating between one organization is another. When we are advising our customer, we usually give them various proposals based on what will be the best few options that we believe will cater for their risk well. A customer has to be made to play a part in making that decision.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand?
Yes.
So if for example, like in your scenario, you said a customer has a motor vehicle insurance, motor private insurance, and they want to insure, they will ask probably for 3 or 4 quotations.
Yes.
Yes. Now you'll give them the 3. One company is offering 5, another is offering 4, and another one is offering 3%. So you'll actually produce those maybe 3 or 4 scenarios and explain why this is the case and give your opinion. Then you leave the client to make the decision. Again, you as an intermediary, you're like a lawyer, you're like an advocate to your customer. You ensure that in case anything or a claim arises or a need arises, in the interest of your customer, you fight for them, you advocate for them, you ensure that a customer is treated fairly by their insurance company. Yes.
On that statement, and let's be honest, our viewers would want to understand, this whole thing about insurance, it's like a monster to clients. Is there a possibility in a company where they are charging 5%? Most likely, those companies, they will pay the claims, because we've had people say the companies that charge less, they have issues when it comes to claim. The companies that charge higher rates, there's a possibility they honestly pay claims because they are offering quality.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Is it true?
Well, it's an open theory, if I may say, because you'll actually find a company taking a business at 3% will actually settle a claim.
All right. Yeah.
And you'll also find a company taking the same business at 5% declining to pay a claim.
Ah, okay.
The reason is we have some terminologies, or the way assessment of risk is done, assessment of a claim is done. You see, if actually it's a payable claim, it is going to be paid even by that company that undertook that business at 3%. If an exclusion actually appears, For example, if a person was driving a vehicle, got involved in an accident as a result of drunk driving, you don't expect, that's usually a standard exclusion in the industry. You don't expect just because this company took your business at 5%, it's going to pay you. So it's usually not a sure thing that just because you pay the higher premiums, you're going to be paid. Yeah. If actually a claim is to be paid, it was a legit accident, that's something beyond human control, it happened and it's supposed to be paid. There is no reason why this company that booked your business at 3% should be declined. Only challenge is usually at the speedy services, the duration in which your claim will be paid. Because you see, the tier 1 hospital, they have enough manpower, they have enough technology, they have enough investigators. It's so easy to resolve a claim when this arises. I think for me, it's usually the speed in which, the time in which a claim is paid, but not entirely whether it is going to be paid or not be paid.
Oh, okay. Now, we've talked about the rates, we've talked about insurance. Now, the insured, or rather the client, for the sake of our viewers to understand who we are talking about, what qualifies someone to take insurance?
Well, insurance is actually for everyone.
Yes.
Depending on what you're doing, what you want. Yes. If someone is doing construction, there's those classes for insurance they will require. If someone is running a company, there are those standard covers they require. If someone is a business person who go mtaani, there are those business insurance they might require. If someone is having a young family, there are those level family insurance policies they might require. So for me, insurance is for everyone. It is for individuals, it is for families, it's for chamas, it's for SMEs, upcoming SMEs, micro SMEs, even corporates, multinationals. Insurance is basically for everyone who is able to purchase, who has a purchasing power.
Is it mandatory to take insurance?
It's a yes and a no question.
Why yes? Let's begin with why yes, it's mandatory, and why no.